Christmas 2023 was amazing for me. I got to see family members, eat good food, and overall just had a fun time giving gifts to my family. Now you might be wondering, why am I talking about a holiday instead of vinyl records right now? And to that I say, I'm about to get to it. Just hold on a minute here. So the gifts that I received were pretty good. I got an Apple Pencil, a hockey jersey, and something else. It was in a big, tall box, literally about the size of me, and it was heavy. And when I first thought of it, I thought it was an electric guitar or a suitcase. And when I opened it, I was not expecting to see what I saw. It was a vinyl record player. Well, at least it's not a suitcase. I also got 2 albums, Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell and The Survivors by Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins. Please listen to those albums, they are super good. Now, originally, I thought it was a waste of my time because I already had an Alexa that played music. But whatever, I plugged in the vinyl record player, put in some Johnny Cash, and when I say that was the best way to listen to music, I felt like I was in that concert. And ever since Christmas, I've been non-stop collecting vinyl records, and so far I have 28. And here they are. And now for the ones I've actually listened to. And now for the ones I'm actually going to talk about in this video. Legeds by Bob Marley is my first ever reggae album I've ever listened to. And honestly, I think I picked the best reggae album, next to Killer on the Rampage. Now, originally, I was going to buy this record new, but I was going to save $10 if I bought a used one. So, I saved $10 on a vinyl album. That is the biggest mistake I have ever made. It was a big mistake because I didn't check the record itself, so I didn't know if it was cracked or not. And it just so happens that it has a big gash right across the middle of it. But by some miracle, it still plays without skipping. Do-Wops and Holigans by Burno is an album that does not belong on vinyl, but it's still a good inclusion. That's basically it, but I can guarantee you didn't know this album was on vinyl. Aptite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses is probably the best rock album of all time. I mean, come on, you got songs like Welcome to the Jungle, Night Train, Mr. Brownstone, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine, and more. So it turns out that one record shop was about an hour away from my house, and it just so happens that there was traffic that day. And the anticipation for listening to that album was killing me. Peoms, Praiers, and Promises by Jonh Devner is arguably the best folk album of all time. I mean, come on, this album was literally the debut of one of the most popular songs of all time. But the one thing you need to take from this video is that you need to listen to this album. It will change your life. Rocky Mountain High by Jonh Devner is one of the first albums I bought with my own money. The funny thing is, when I first got this album, I barely knew who Jonh Devner was. And after listening to this album, there hasn't been a single day that went by without me listening to some Jonh Devner. That's just the power of Jonh Devner. His music never gets old. I also spent $2 on this album. The best $2 I've ever spent. Boom! We are done talking about the records that I wanted to talk about today. But if you want me to talk about more records in my collection, please let me know in the comments below. Also, the collection I've shown in this video is super outdated, so here are the records that I forgot to mention. That's the end of the video, and wait, hold on, wait, how long will this take to make?
2 months.
Are you kidding me? 2 months? Dude, I need to get back on making videos. I've been slacking off lately, so expect more long-form content in the future. Bye!